So this is where I am, in the water seal sign. Right, here's the pathway. We've got 2 days till lockdown in South Africa. I wake up every morning thinking I'm in an apocalyptic movie, dreaming, and then I realize it's actually happening. They're locking down countries, and yeah, this is all real, very real. The world's turned into a shitstorm of note, and it seems to have happened so quickly. None of us expected it, and none of us were prepared for it at all. For once, all of us, everywhere in the world, are in the same boat. We've all been dealt the same hand of cards. There's no one country that's better off than the next country. We're all going through this coronavirus thing. I'm from South Africa. This is beautiful KwaZulu-Natal behind me, the Valley of 1,000 Hills. I think this whole coronavirus scare is going to have some lasting effects on all of us, all over the world. Number one, we're going to become clean freaks, which I think is ridiculous, but everyone is. I mean, you could walk past someone and you're like, ugh, that's ridiculous. We're going to become germaphobes. We don't need to be germaphobes. Like, right now we do, but when this is over, come, we can all hug each other again and, you know, whatever. But this little elbow thing, short-lived. I've been pretty freaked out, hey? And I'm sure I'm not alone, so I'm not going to go into too much into my personal feelings. This is messing with a lot of people, and we all just got to get through it. This whole coronavirus has made me think. We have a lot of shit going on here in Africa. We have power cuts all the time, load shedding, and just before coronavirus hit, load shedding was getting pretty bad. We were having power cuts every 2 hours in some places. It was ridiculous. It's hard to run a business when you've got no power all the time. And so that was the one gripe. And then we have water outages, no water, and it was just a kind of a constant toss-up between water or power. Yeah, but since coronavirus happened, we've had no load shedding, which has been fantastic. So for the first time in a long time, we've got the same problems as the rest of the world, which is cool, you know. And also crime is not really, there's not a lot of crime happening. I mean, we have this neighborhood watch WhatsApp group, and usually every day there's some sort of crime in some form or something happening in this beautiful area, something happening. But since coronavirus, there's been none of that shit. It's almost like the whole world's got something more important to focus on than crime, and then the crime's all gone. So I don't know, go figure. For the next 21 days, South Africa is going to be pretty much crime-free. For the first time in so long. That's an exciting thought, eh? Hey, sleeping at night, not having to keep one ear open. It's crazy how it's changed everything. It really is. It's kind of brought us all together, and maybe it'll make all of us think, you know? It makes you reassess your life. And for me, I've got a business. I own a hot sauce company. I make hot sauce. And I've been doing this for 5 years, very successfully. It's been going really well. And then coronavirus happened, and it just flatlined from one day to the next. People, because hot sauce is not an essential food item, it's a luxury thing if you think about it. I mean, well, for some of us, for me it's essential, but not everyone's like me. It's not the thing that you think, oh, I don't have that, I'm not going to survive for the next 3 weeks, you know. So it's made me reevaluate how I make my money and realize that I need to broaden my horizons. I'm also a musician, which during these times is also not a great way to make money, because there's no venues to play at. I'm also an artist. I paint, I draw. I mean, I can still do that. I could put things online and sell pictures and stuff. I do web design, I build websites. I do some online business and stuff, which I'm going to start doing a lot more of, because good to have many sources of income. So yeah, I'm going to spend my 21 days focusing on some new little business ventures and ways to make money with this whole new mindset I've got of what happens if the rug is pulled out from under your feet. What do you do? Like, everything's going fine, you've got a great business, it's all cool, and then suddenly whoop, and it's all nosedived into the oblivion. Like, you might as well chucked it over the edge of the cliff down there. It's insane. So it really does make you reevaluate what you do, and fuck, you know. Suddenly I looked at our little vegetable garden in our garden at home, and I went, I fucking wish I had planted more green beans and spinach 3 weeks ago, but we didn't. So we've got a crop of butternut coming up. We've got a few scraggly green beans left over. We've just planted more, but it'll take a few weeks for those to grow. We've got crap loads of chilies, because wherever I go, chilies grow. But you can't live on chilies, as we've just learned. So they can add flavor and make you happy and make things spicy, but yeah, that's about it. We should be self-sustainable. All of us should be self-sustainable on planet Earth. Why are we relying on the grid for water and for electricity anyway? Especially with what we're going through in South Africa. We have no power half the time, and then everyone bitches and moans about Eskom, and you know, there's no power and blah, blah, it's all Eskom's fault. And then the water, same story. Like, water on planet Earth is becoming a problem, and I think it's up to each of us individually to reassess and to make a plan. You know, I've been looking a lot at living sustainably, and the basic things you need in life. Number one, you need water. Number two, you need a place to go to the toilet, and then you need electricity, because our life does depend on that. And those three things are actually not so hard to create if you just take it on a small scale and just create it. For example, in a camper van, or in a caravan, or in a small little self-sustainable dwelling. That's so easy, and it's actually not that expensive to create that. You know, the other day I did an experiment just so I knew it would work. I made a composting toilet, and I thought I'm going to use this thing for 3 days just to see how it works. And it worked. It really worked. It was so simple. There's no need to be wasting 50 or 45 liters of water every time you flush the chain. Water's another whole thing, but there's guys making air-to-water machines, especially in South Africa. There's a lot of that going on. There's power available, comes from the sun. You know, just got to start thinking. Sustainability is the way forward. It's where we've all got to go. And the venture goes, and I've got to watch where I'm going, because, not to be paranoid, but snakes are generally a bit of a threat here in Africa. We get those big nasty ones, you know, like Mozambican spitting cobras and black mambas, and yeah, and this is prime territory. It's still summer, so the grass is long and green, as you can see. Let me show you. There you go. Lots of long green grass. I need to find a pathway back to all of that. We wait for the fires to happen at the end of summer, beginning of winter, to come and shorten all the grass for us. Then we go and we'll do cliff walks. So we will take you on a big cliff adventure, just not today, and not for the next 21 days, because we're not allowed. So it's been cool chatting, guys. Ciao.